everybody, this is Alyssa from Mank Arts and Crafts, and today we are here with a small unboxing. Well, it's a kind of small unboxing. I have 3 kits here. These are from this latest batch of Disney kits that they did, and I am super excited for this because I've been hollering all along that I needed a Mulan kit. I really needed Mulan, and I was super excited that they came out with a Mulan. I do have the Amazon exclusives version of Mulan, but this one is like a much bigger one, and I'm super happy about it. I got another Ariel kit because I love Ariel, and it's so beautiful, and it's in rounds, which is even better. And then I really loved the Frozen castle, but it was just way too big. So when they came out with this one, which has the Frozen castle in the background, but it's kind of landscapey and like dreamy looking, I was like, I like that. So I had to snag that one as well. I'm trying to do my low buy, but as you can see, like I could not resist these 3 kits. So I snagged these 3 kits. So we're going to go ahead and unbox them. We're going to kind of go in this order, and we're going to save Mulan for the last because I'm super excited about this one. But we're going to break into it, and we're going to see what they look like because I haven't even opened them. And glancing at it, I think I've got like 2 of the boxes are the new open from the side style. I think, yeah, the Mulan and the Frozen one are open from the side, which I haven't seen that before. So I'll have to actually take the plastic all the way off to be able to do that. So I'm kind of intrigued by that because that's not something that I've actually done. Normally I just slit the end of the box and leave the plastic on, but I'll have to actually take the plastic off to be able to open these 2. But we're going to break into them and see. I'm going to move these 2 out of the way. So first up, we are going to have our Frozen canvas. This is called Hope for the Kingdom. It's a 69.9 by 80.9, and it's a square drill canvas. So, and this is one of the Disney exclusives, so they don't have set artists. And looking at this, they have like these little tabs on the side to open them. So it at least has that, so it doesn't just arbitrarily open. You have the tabs. And then we're going to go ahead and open the box. So this is a new style that I'm not used to seeing. It'll make it a little easier so you don't have to like slip the box open and slide it in and out, which is kind of nice. You just open it like this. We have our toolkit. So I'm going to go over the toolkit for you guys real quickly, and I'll just do it once. So here is your pen. This is got the new style metal placer tip. So this is the twist style pen. You twist it, and you twist it far enough and slowly enough, and the putty, I think this might be the wax now, because they changed it back out because it used to be putty, and I think they may have changed it so it's wax again. I'm not sure. It might still be putty. I have not ever actually used one of these, but you keep twisting until oh, I can see it starting to come out. There it is. You can see it slowly coming up the tip of the pen right there, because now you have to give it its time. This is a lot easier to do than what it used to be. So now you can see there is our clear putty-ish substance or wax or whatever it is, but it's clear, that you can utilize. And then you can also use the placer on the other end. So this is, ooh, that's really bright. Oddly bright. That's weird. Okay. And then you have the placers on the end. And then, of course, the rest of the toolkit, you get a bag of baggies that you can use in the process of kitting up. And you have your drill or your tray. And these are nice little trays. They actually are pretty nice trays. You have a thing of the putty or wax. Let me see if it says exactly what the new substance is on here. Because I think the clear stuff is... the clear stuff is putty. Okay, so it's their new formula of putty, which is a clear putty, right in here, I believe. And then you also get a pad of pink wax, and you get your 7 placer as well. So those are all of the accessories that you get with it. So it has everything you need to work on. And now we are going to go ahead and break into this kit and open it up and see. So here is your directions, your thank you for your purchase. It has directions right here on how to diamond paint. So there's that. Looks like this is a bronze card, but the card is beautiful. Look at, so it's a bronze card. Yep, it says it there on the back, bronze. I can always tell because of this little design in the corner with the little stars coming out. So a bronze card. Here is our sticker sheet. So look at that beautiful image right there. Oh, that is gorgeous. I love it. 60 colors. So this one has 60 colors. And you can see here, I love that color palette. Look how soothing that color palette is with all those blues and grays. And the specials are now all at the end. So we have 3 different 6000 series. So those are the new shades that they've developed. And then we have 2 Aurora Borealis or AB drills. And then 3 of the Fairy Dust drills in this one here. So those are going to be our drills that we have in this canvas. So it looks like 5 specials. We're going to set that off to the side to go in my logbook, or my book that I keep that stuff in. And we're going to take our canvas out. We're going to look at our drills because that's how I like to do these things. Because I'm doing 3 of these, I am not going to open up the drills since I'm doing 3 different canvases. If I was doing just 1 canvas, I would open up the drills and pull out and go drill by drill. But because I am doing 3 different canvases, we're just going to look at the color palette of the drills, and then we will look at the canvas itself, because otherwise I would be here for forever and a day. So the nice thing is we don't have to, we're gonna move this out of the way. We don't have to worry about basically misplacing the little sticker sheet that goes into like the old sticker sheet that was wrapped in here. But look at this color palette. Oh my goodness, this is such a relaxingly soothing color palette. Oh, I love it. Those blues, all those blues. Some purples, and then you have some of the pinks and everything right in there, in that deeper color shade there. But look at how beautiful those drills are. I love those colors. Ooh, pardon me. These are some really, really pretty colors. I love that. Love it, love it, love it. Oh, I'm seeing one of the ABs right there. You can see the edge of one of the ABs right there. And this is Hope for the Kingdom. Those are the drills for Hope for the Kingdom. Ooh, and here we have, this is one of our Fairy Dust, a 3865, and it looks like we got a fair amount of it. There's looks like 3 bags of it for that Fairy Dust. And there's one of the ABs. And that's all I'm seeing right off the top of my head for specials, just with that quick glance at the drills with them all wrapped around each other. But now we're going to break into the actual canvas. So I'm going to roll it backwards, and then we're going to take a look at it. Well, I don't even know that I need to roll it backwards. It's looking pretty, for the most part, pretty good. Let me turn the overhead off to get rid of some of that glare. And oh my goodness, oh, I love it already. I love it already. Okay, so this is the top portion of the canvas. So when you look at the canvas, you're going to have, I'll give the canvas tour, which I'm only going to do on this first one. But you have up at the top, Do What Makes You Sparkle, Diamond Art Club. They've changed the sections. So their new really cover, it's a thicker plastic and it comes in sections, and these little gray perforations instead of the bright pink are what kind of delineate where your section lines are. So it's not that bright red or pink anymore. So that kind of delineates it. And then you've got your legend over on the side here and another legend on the side here. And then as you come down into the bottom, you'll have your details about the canvas right there with lifetime warranty, that information there. And you'll have your little picture of the image, the thumbnail, and then it'll say the name of the kit, Hope for the Kingdom, size, licensing information. This is a Disney kit there. So that's kind of the informational piece of it. Now we're going to actually look at this canvas because it is stunning. Oh my goodness, I love these colors. I did not look at any sneak peeks because I wanted to be surprised with how it looked when I actually came in. Oh, I love it already. Just looking at this, I'm like, oh, that's beautiful. This is so pretty. I love these blues. I love the gradations in the sky. And it's going to be beautiful with all these shades of blue in the sky. And there's going to be large patches. It's not super confetti heavy up into the sky, which I love. It's like gradations of color. So you're going to have like a patch of one color, a patch of the next color, patch of the next color. And they'll kind of blend into each other. So you'll have a little bit of like the checkerboarding as they blend into each other. But you're going to have the areas of the color blocking in the sky, which is going to be wonderful. And then looking over at the mountains, you're going to have some color blocking, which are large patches of one color. And then you're also going to have some line blocking. So that's line blocking is where you see a line where you can lay down one strip of those drills, which you could see like right there. Same thing, the castle is, it's not confetti, which is a lot of color changes in one small area. So it's not confetti because it's a lot of vertical lines. So you're doing a lot of different colors in that same, a lot of different colors, but it's all in like lines for the drills, which is nice. So I like line blocking. I'm not a fan of confetti. And then looking down at the mountains themselves, oh, they are beautiful. Very similar. You're gonna have some line blocking and some color blocking combination in the mountains themselves. Same thing as we come down into this portion of the mountains. A little bit more color blocking down into the snowy areas. The trees are probably where we're gonna, the tree over here is probably where we're gonna have our most like color changes, but even that is like little patches, no true confetti or anything, and then a lot more color blocking as well with the snowy sections down in the bottom. And then on Anna down here is going to have a bunch of different colors for her, because you've got to factor in skin for her face and then her robe colors, everything else. So that is kind of what this overall looks like. We're going to go over a little bit on the special drill placement. So we're going to start from the bottom up. The first special drill that we have is the Z3865, which is that fairy dust drill, and that's going to be this symbol right here. So all of this really bright white you see of that snow, that is a fairy dust. So we have that all right here, 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 this strip right here, the snowflakes that you see right down here, a couple spots in the trees right there, the highlights of snow on the trees over here, and then we have it as a little bit of the highlights in right there, a little bit right there, that really bright white there, a couple flecks of snow falling on the mountain there, the really bright sections on the castle, that really bright area. And then as we look at our mountains over here, this white is the snow, is that fairy dust. Here, this section of sky, and then that ridge all the way up to the top of the mountain, that's our fairy dust. Next up is Z603, which is kind of a pinkish tone. So I think that's going to be on Anna herself because it's the, yes. So it is the vertical, it's only maybe like 15 drills tops. It's this pinkish tone right here. It's kind of like these 2 drills, these 4 drills, this 1, 2, and then like 6. That's the extent of the drills right there, but that's another fairy dust. So it's kind of like the highlight portion of her robe, kind of in that pinkish tone. And then we have Z162, which is another fairy dust. That one, I think, looking at the coloration of it over here, it's kind of a lighter blue. I think it's probably going to be in our castle, maybe into the sky. So it is a wavy, the wavy symbol, which I think is actually, yeah, it looks like that one is going to be in the castle. So let's see, where is it in the castle? Because I think I'm not seeing it in the sky with the color blocking there. So where, it's probably one that there's not a lot of, and it's going to be more of the highlights. I just need to find it. And where is it? Ah, there we go. All right, so it's going to be this symbol right here, the really pale blue that we see right here. A little bit of it right in there. We're gonna have a little bit, those are the 2 lines that I'm seeing of it, is literally just like that little strip right in there, a little strip up here. There might be a little bit more. Oh, there's a little bit up in the top of the castle spire as well, but I think that's really the bulk that I'm seeing of that color. I'm not seeing it anywhere else at all. It's just that really pale blue. And then we have 2 ABs. Oh, and there's a little bit of it highlighting here as well. So highlights in the castle are going to be some of that fairy dust. And then we have AB 3846, which is going to be our equal sign, and that is going to be a darker blue, but still light, and that's going to be this blue right here. It's going to be this one here. It's going to be right here. So kind of like the shadowed highlight. This equal sign is here. We got some lines of it coming down. This is gonna be, that's that AB that I showed you that we could actually see, because it's lines here, line, 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 lines, and we have lines of it over here, lines coming up. So a little bit more of that AB in the castle, because it's definitely an accent for that part. And then our last one is AB 917, which is going to be another red color. Or pinkish red tone. So I think that one's also going to be on Anna, just by looking at the fact that everything else in this canvas is blues. So when we look at her, that symbol is, it's like right next to the fairy dust, right here in the front of her cape. And then also we have a little bit of it on this shoulder. So that's where that AB is, right there and right there. That's literally it. So those are the special drills on this canvas. It is stunning. I love it. I am super excited for these Disney pieces, and I like the manageable size of this one. It does not feel so overwhelmingly massive because, like I said, it's that 70, basically a 70 by 81. So I try to, if possible, try to get canvases that are not more than like 80 centimeters or so on their longer side. So the fact that this one's only the 80, it's not that like 90 to 100, or like the one I'm working on right now, I See the Light, is like what, 110-ish or something. For I See the Light, I just flipped it over so I can't read what its dimensions are, but it's significantly larger. So I like the fact that this is so much smaller than that one, yet you still have all of the detail you need. You've got the castle, you've got her, more of a silhouette, but you still have her. But that is our Hope for the Kingdom. Next canvas we have is going to be Exploring Together. This is going to be our round drill canvas, and this is 55.6 by 83.7, and this is our Ariel canvas. So this is more of the traditional style, so this one I can actually just slice the end, so I'm going to do that real quickly, and then we will open it and see, because I normally just slice the plastic on the butt end, and then go from there. I don't normally peel the whole plastic off because then I have to dispose of said plastic, and I'd rather just leave it on the box until I'm done. So I just take the end off of there, and now let's open her up and see. So this is the style. I think they're just trying to cut down on the extra cardboard because this one has the pull-out style. Here is our toolkit right there, same thing as what we had last time. So set that off to the side, and then we have our instructions here. So here are the instructions right there. And then here is our informational sheet. So if I turn on the overhead, which we're going to need until we get to the point of looking at the canvas. So you can see here, there is Ariel and our lovely little flounder. We have this is Exploring Together from Disney's Little Mermaid. It is 55 colors, rounds, and it's a 55.6 by 83.7. And let's look at that color palette. Look at the rainbow of colors on this. I love it. And just looking at this, we're going to have some wonderful colors on our, I believe we're probably gonna have some wonderful colors on our, on Flounder, just looking at the fact that we've got some yellows in here. But it looks like we have 1, 2, 3 AB drills. We have this M519, which is I think the new frosted drill, which I have never actually seen. And then 2 of the Fairy Duster Z drills. So those are our special drills in this kit right here. So I love that. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 specials on this one. We're gonna set that one off to the side. And it looks like this one does, oh, it's gonna be the old style, which is right down here. So this one is also a bronze card. So I have 1,000,005 bronze cards. I need 2 more silver cards, and then I'll be able to order a custom. I just need 2 silvers. I've got the golds. I've got 1,000,005 bronzes. I just need 2 more silver cards. So I'm like, give me the silvers. Because I want to order a custom. I have to figure out what I would get as said custom. But I just need to get that. So let's open her up. All right. We're gonna look at the trills. Ooh, this reminds me of the other one. I have the other one that's very similar to this, which is Squares, which is her sitting on the rock. All right, so here are the drills. I love these colors. Love these colors. We're going to have a lot of 3756, which is going to be our background color, that soft blue. And as you can see, as we look in here, we have a beautiful light green AB. We have a yellow AB. Let's see. What color was the frosted drill? I might try to find it. 519, so it's going to be a blue tone. Let's see if we can see it in here. I may actually open this up just to look for the... I'm gonna do the thing I don't like doing on these, which is pulling it out. Hey, Susie. Sushi's causing chaos, in case you couldn't hear, over the squeaking of the bags. So we've got this wonderful AB right there, that beautiful yellow. Look at how bright and vibrant that yellow is. And then there's another AB. There's our AB 954. Put these down here and see what we can see. Oh, look at that right there. This, oh, that's interesting. Look at that. That's an interesting drill. So it's very like a matte drill. It's very much a matte drill. Kind of reminds me of the pearls for squares, or like that you can get without the shininess of them. That's what it kind of looks like, but made for rounds, obviously, because it's a round drill kit. So that's going to be an interesting effect. So there's going to be no facets, and it's just going to be this matte finish for the drills. It's very interesting. Kind of intrigued to see what it looks like on an actual canvas. But that is our M519. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and put the drills back. Turn off the overhead, and we're gonna take a look at this canvas. Oh my goodness. So, boom, 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 boom. There's the top part. So you can see we've got Ariel right here with the reds of her hair. Then we've got Flounder right over here. And just looking at this, I can already tell that that is gonna be one of our specials. So that's exciting. I knew that was gonna be, so I love it when I'm right. And then let's go ahead and move the canvas up so we can see that next portion, which is the lower portion of the canvas. Hi, Momo. She's like, let me climb through all the things. There. Had to make it so I could actually roll it backwards so it could go down the table. There. It's because I didn't actually roll the canvas backwards, so I'm trying to like look at it without adjusting the plastic or anything. But here is Exploring Together. That's 55.6 by 83.7, which is a lovely size to do. This one will go wonderfully fast because I love my color blocking, and this has got plenty of color blocking, especially with this having that light blue for the background. That's going to be wonderful. It's going to look really nice. Our specials on this one, because you can see here's their bottom part, and then as we come up, you can see the shine and shimmer of her tail and her fins. We've got the plants and this. Mochi, get off the blinds. Off the blinds, Moch. Get down. Oh, really? Really, Cat Kirk? Such a silly cat. So she's trying to climb my blinds to look out the window. And then we come up here, we have Flounder, and then you've got Ariel and her hair. So our special drills, we have a Z3801, which is a red. And that is going to be this red right here. And that's going to be a fairy dust drill. So this red right here, this line here, you'll see it in here, this whole section, this section here, right through here, a little bit there, line of it there, line there, right in here, this lighter tone, that lighter tone right there, this section here. So we're going to have a fair lot of it in her hair to give that fairy dust in her hair. Next up is Z726, which is yellow. And that one is basically, its location is right here. So that bright yellow of Flounder, all of that yellow in Flounder is that fairy dust. And then we have our M519, which is the frosted drill, which is, that is the symbol X. And I wondered if it was going to be over here in Flounder. We have some of it in Flounder. We have a little bit of it in his tail, a little bit of it as part of his stripes right through there. So we see some of it right in there. But then we also see a couple drills of that special, that new frosted drill in her eyes, right there. The X is in her eyes. And then we also, let's see, there's going to be more. So the blue right here, these two sections of blue right there, of like the square sections of blue there. Do I have anything over into this area? Not that I'm seeing. Let me move my canvas down so I can get to that next up section. Ugh. Navigating when I don't have all the space in the world is not the easiest thing. Oh yeah, that's where the bulk of it is. Okay. A little bit right in here on the C, whatever urchiny star thing right here. There's a little bit right in here of that blue. And then the rest of it is actually down here in her tail. So this whole section here, right there, that blue, and then this blue here and that blue there is all that frosted drill. So that's going to give this really cool, almost like that see-through-y effect for her tail fin, the fin of her tail. That's going to look really cool. And then next up is our ABs. We have 3 ABs. We have AB 3078, which is a yellow, and that's going to be this symbol E, which is all of this yellow you see outlining all of Ariel, all of the yellow you see on her fin, on her tail fin, all of that outline of yellow there. It's this entire little plant right here, all of that yellow. You also see it as the lighter yellow in Flounder, so making up like some of the, a little bit in his tail. Really, it's just in his tail because it's a different color there. The yellow inside for her scales, that's going to be that yellow. A little bit right in here. And then as we come up higher, it's going to be the yellow, basically any of these yellow lines that we see. So in her hair, all of those yellow lines right here, 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 the lighter, paler yellow lines, which are these ones. The other ones are kind of a light orange, but all of these light yellow lines, the outline of her, the highlight here, right here along her seashells, her hair, all of that along the hair, all of these like really light areas, those highlights are all going to be that AB, which is going to look really pretty. And then we have an AB 954, which is a light green. That light green is this entire section right here along the edge of her fin. That's where that one is. And then, yep, that's the spot. It's going to be that entire section right here along her tail right there. And then the last one is AB 606, which is another red. And that red is going to be the brightest red, this down arrow that we see. I know it's kind of hard for you guys to see, but this bright red right in here in her hair, that's our last AB. And then we also have that same one right here. We have it right up in here, this whole section there, right there, there. And then we have it, yeah, that's the main areas. And that's where those special drills are in this one. This one's going to be beautiful. I'm really excited for it. I'm excited to see how this one compares to the square version. Hey, you keep walking. Move your booty, Romo. So that one is our second canvas, Exploring Together by Disney. That's Ariel and Flounder. And ta-ta-ta-ta, we have saved the best for last, my favorite one out of all of them. This is our Mulan kit. It is also a square drill canvas. It still throws me off when, like this one, it's a square drill canvas, but it's still coming in a pink box, and that always throws me off when they do that, because I'm like, wait, squares should be in blue and rounds should be in pink. But let's see. So this is going to come up right here. So this is that new style box, which is going to take a little getting used to when it opens up like that. And then you can fold it back. Here is our toolkit. Move that out of the way. And then here is our little goodie thing. Our directions on how to use the kit, or how to do the kit. We have another bronze card. Yay, 1,000,005 bronzes. But look at how beautiful that is. Oh, stunning. And then we have right here, Heart of a Warrior, Disney Mulan. This is going to have 21 colors. It is a square drill canvas, and it is a 53 by 53, so it's a square shape, as well as a square drill canvas. Only 21 colors, which is kind of a nice little break, so it's a little bit fewer. So you can see the color palette here. So we're going to have large areas of color blocking, like the entire background. This is going to be much color blocky heavy. We have 4 specials. We have an AB 5200. We have a K444, which I think is the metallic. We have, and 2 fairy dust, a 608 and a 3708. So those are going to be our specials. So we're going to take a look at this and see what she looks like. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited for this one. I have been like, since they started releasing the Disney kit, I have been screaming for a Mulan kit literally from the beginning, because that has always been like my favorite. Oh, it's sideways, so we will have to see. We're gonna look at the drills first. So here are our drills. Oh, that's gonna be pretty. That 927, that blue, that gray green. that gray, green, blue is going to be really pretty as our background. Oh, yep, there's our metallic. So you can see the metallic drill right there, or the electro is I think what they call it. And then, oh, we have this beautiful orange fairy dust. Look at that orange fairy dust right there. Ooh, that's stunning. And then the other specials, oh, we have a white AB. There's our 5200 sneaking right in there. You can kind of see it. And then our other fairy dust, I do not see off of, it's going to be kind of like crammed in here where we don't quite see it. But it's going to be in here, obviously. I just don't feel like unwrapping all of these to look for it for you guys. But look at that fairy dust there. That is so stunning. All right, so we're going to take a look at the actual canvas. And I am super excited for this. I am going to roll this one back so we can actually get a good look at it without it rolling, since it's small enough that we can actually see basically the entire canvas in one shot, which is kind of nice. Oh my goodness, I love it. I love it. I love it. So look at this image. I love it. It's kind of got that stylized look, which I love. I'm super excited for this. It is stunning. Oh, this is beautiful. So beautiful. Okay, the last one is a pink. That's what it is. This is gorgeous. Oh my goodness. Wow, I love, okay. I'm like so happy because you've got the cherry blossoms over here. You've got our dragon, our like stylized Mushu. Then you've got Mulan, and then you're gonna have this pretty gray, green, blue background, which is gonna be wonderful. So like I said, there's 21 colors on here. Our special drills on this, we have a Z3708, which is going to be that fairy dust. And that's going to be this pink right here, this L symbol, which is this bright pink that you're seeing in our cherry blossoms right there. That's going to be that first fairy dust right there. So that's the one that I did not see when I was looking, was that pink that we see right up in here. And then a little bit right over here as well. And then a couple right there. Next up is our Z608, which is that orangey fairy dust. That's going to be the spade symbol, and that makes up the bulk of the body of our dragon. So we have a little bit of it up here in the hilts of the sword here, and then this line right there, and then this bright orange of the body of the dragon, all of this orange here. Oh, there's a little strip of the pink fairy dust right there. But this body right here, and then the accent in the shadowed body portion, all of that accent coming down and around. So kind of like the highlight you see of that brighter color all throughout there, all of that highlight is that same orange fairy dust that you see that making up the bulk of the body of our dragon. So that's that second one. Third is our electro, which is the K444, and that gold electro is, which really is a metallic. For the rest of us, we would consider that a metallic diamond. And that is the actual sword itself. That's going to be this shiny part, because part of the sword is in shadow, which is this side. So that's this edge of the sword that you're seeing in the bright light right there. And then the this part right here, making up the base, the hilt of the sword, is also that metallic. And then and then we also get that same metallic in the fan. So all of that bright gold right here, kind of like right here, that yellow, and then the lines, the spokes of the fan are that same electro or metallic color. And then our last thing is the AB 5200, which is the white. And that's going to be all of this white right here is going to be an AB, the white here, white there. And then all these whites that you see down here in the dragon, and then the whites in all of the cherry blossoms. All of that white is that AB 5200. And that is Mulan. Oh my goodness, she is stunning. This is Heart of a Warrior, 53 by 53 centimeters. It is gorgeous, and it only has 21 colors, which is kind of a nice change. I like being able to have something that won't take up a ton of space when you kit it up, because it's a small canvas. It's going to work up quickly. This is one that will not take me very long to do, maybe just a couple days to do, because it's so small, which is a nice break from the fact that I'm working on like a beast of a canvas over there that's taking me way too long to do. Because it's squares and it's big. So I always take so much longer when I'm doing squares. If this was rounds, this would be done in like no time at all. But that is our final canvas. So I hope you enjoyed seeing these three canvases. I'm extremely excited for them. I will probably work on this one first. As much as I want to save it as a rainy day kit, I also really want to do it. So I'm like, oh, should I work on her first? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But that is what I have for you guys for today. So I will see you guys in the next video. Have a great day, everybody. Bye.